Afternoon, 4th of June 2020. Associations, it is really my area of interest because I believe that if we work in these associations, if I enter these associations and I express what I saw, because I seem to have kind of a third eye whenever I go into these board meetings and I study the statutes and I see the accounts. I simply happen to see things that other people in 100 years had not seen before, I guess. And I'm trying to express to you how in these building associations, a lot of the statutes of society are so old that they are not written in paper, they are written in stone. And this is really endangering the association. A lot of people do not renew the statutes, and these have to be renewed, and everybody has to abide by them because we are in 2020, 4th of June. Some statutes date back to last century, the century before, and no one has ever done nothing because people are afraid of changing things. But we have to be more digital in these statutes and these associations. Things like elections, for example, is ridiculous to put at risk the health of humans by telling them to go to vote. This is something that is really funny. I mean, judges do nothing about this. But this association I wanted to talk about is the building association. In my building, we have created 27% resistance group because the public water, Bilbao Water, they are a public entity from the Bilbao Council. They have invaded our building with 23%, and the president of the association is from this water consortium. It's very funny how I sent him an email about 3 months ago in isolation, or let's say at home, and never replied to me because he's so busy. Yes, Xavier, you are so busy. Me too. It's a Saturday. I am making a video to you because I'm very busy too. But I wanted to express to you that there is something called ethics. Now, if a member of your own building sends you an email stating, please, I would like to this, the least you can do is reply and say, thank you very much, noted. We will reply as soon as possible. This is the least you can do. Well, if you don't do that, well, we cannot fire you because it will cost 200,000 euros, and something you must do these days, and the people that surround you in this association too. But my point is, we have 27% now, the other 63% of which 23 is Bilbao Water Consortium. This leaves me with 40% now to fight for you. I want your vote. There is no point you are abiding by the rules of a Bilbao City Council company in my private building. There is no way they can invade a private building whilst they have 50,000 public buildings. And this is why they have renewed the whole building, because they don't care. It's public money. And it is very funny for me to say that the interesting thing about these videos is that when I express this situation about one building, is because my area of competence is try to express humanity, what I've learned throughout the years of management, so that you persons can learn and fight. I am going to fight for this 40% until the last consequences. We are going to do a mailing to each box of this 40%. We are going to express to them that this works. Yes, liftings that have been done in the building have been of 4 million euros and could have been for, let's say, 600,000, because not so much lifting was required, not so much, just a little bit here, and here, but not the whole face, because the private companies worldwide do not have so much money to change, and because we, the private companies, we cannot be visiting doctors every day, every time, because you see, you government, we private companies, we work. I know you don't know what that means, but yes, we must go there, work, bring utility from the society and from maritime and bring it to our countries. What we don't like is to get the liftings done, because with that money I could have employed 3 millennials. Yes, you, Water Consortium, you will hear from us. You cannot be president of the Association of Albia Building too, because you are from a public governmental institution, and this is a conflict of interest you must look at. We have put you a demand in Bilbao tribunals. This weekend there is going to be an article in the press about this unfair competition situation of you making museums, making theaters, invading the private buildings, not selling the public buildings, not selling all the collection of arts you have, and having the humans pay for all this. Well, this is very funny, because it all will be explained and taught to members of this community so that they can learn. I will put here the links of the article in the newspaper. I will put here the demand we are putting in the tribunals, but that's not what it really matters to me, because you cannot go to justice in Spain, even though justice would give me or give us 27% the right. The damage has been done. 4 million have been already thrown to the bin. I could not have employed 3 millennials, 4 millennials, 5 millennials. It cost me 50,000 euros. Yes, and my office is full of works now. No, the point that I cannot change it away. You, Water Consortium, will not give me the 50,000 euros back. You will not give me the 3 millennials for 2 years employed in my company back, or the utility and the intrinsic value these 3 or 4 young persons could have gotten in the long-term experience together, learning from me, or perhaps me learning from the millennials, as I mentioned, because they are experts in digital means, and I don't know much about it. But I do know about associations quite a little bit. And this is why I'm making all these videos, so that you millennials learn, and you ask these people questions, and you tell them that it's no good to spend 4 million, whilst it could have been done for 600,000, because all the small and medium companies will sink, because you, Water Consortium, and the tribunal will probably give us the right, but then the damage has been done, because the justice in Spain is also controlled by the government, and the average sentences take some 4 years to get, and once the sentence is done, it takes another 3 to be executed. So it is really no point having this demand in the tribunal. It's like, let's show it to you what we are doing. You will see the link. It's just a pastime. I really like to teach you how disaster the system is, and how these governments control situations which endanger the millennials and the small and medium companies. But the target of this video is you, 40%. You, 40%. I'm looking to you now. You must give us your vote, because if we already have 27%, We exactly need 24%. So if we need 24%, you must give us your vote, because if you do, forget about tribunal, forget about this president, forget about the administrator, forget about this injustice. We will change the statutes and we will solve everything and we will improve, so that in the future, yes, our building will have the best intrinsic value of Bilbao. Indeed, yes, and from 2,500 euros a square meter, we will put it in 5,000, because we'll have the least cost, the least maintenance, the least pollution, the most ecological. Yes, we can do that. For 600,000? No, we can do that for 300,000. But what we cannot do is to see how they destroyed 7 centimeters then granite and put some other synthetic material, or this is really an holocaust that is happening today in all the public buildings. This is the reason for this, and all the associations. So please study this carefully, and the previous associations videos. You will see there what you have to do. Very simple. 100% members, we have 27. Now I need 24 to get 51 or 50.01. So I need 23.01. I want your vote. That's the fast way. You do that in all associations, and if you have governmental partners, neighbors around, think numbers, keep them out. Thank you. Bye.